everyone, it's Adrienne the Victoria Paper Shaper, and today I am going to talk about our chalk pastels. When Stampin' Up! Came out with them, I ordered them straight away, tried them once, and then put them aside. So I took a course on chalk pastels, and I'm going to share with you some of what I've learned. Regardless of your experience level, these pastels can absolutely be another tool in your toolbox. The first thing you're going to want to do, now you'll notice all these are broken, is break them in half. Seriously, this way you can use the side of the pastel to color, which is a big part of using them. And you want to use a light hand. This doesn't have to be crazy messy. There will always be a little bit of pastel dust, but it's better to have several light layers than one dark one. And a really important thing is that pastels need some texture or tooth to hold the pigment. So I recommend using our watercolor paper or embossed cardstock, which is what I'm going to show you today. Experiment with different colors. The pastels will still show up over the colors. Have a small piece of cotton, like something from an old t-shirt, to blend with. If you're applying it lightly as a background, you don't really need a fixative. And if you do use a fixative, it's going to make the pastel's colors darker. Fixatives also are not 100%. So I've created this just to show you the colors. So we've got Gorgeous Grape, and it's with a fixative, blended, not blended, and that's what our cardstock looks like. And then Poppy Parade, Mango Melody, Daffodil Delight, Mossy Meadow, Coastal Cabana, Granny Apple Green, and Night of Navy. And these, another thing about chalk pastels is they're designed to be mixed and blended. Okay, now a great way to start is by embossing a sheet of light colored cardstock. Use a solid-ish embossing folder. I'm just going to show you some examples I've made. Here's a completed card, and you can see the wood grain. I went over it with the Coastal Cabana. So it's a very subtle approach. And then on this one, I used the Night of Navy and the Granny Apple Green. So it's, again, very subtle. And on this one, I just used the Night of Navy by itself, but you can see how it emphasizes the words. And on this one, I used, I think again, it was the, I can't tell, oh no. Yeah, the Night of Navy and the Granny Apple Green, but they sort of mixed together, sort of a stone look. And then on this, I used the Granny Apple and Olive Green. I'm just going to show you how I do it. So I've already embossed the cardstock. I'm using a different color just to see how it turns out. So this was on Pear Pizzazz. So I'm going to go over it lightly, sort of emphasizing on the, again, you see I'm using the side, on the embossed bits, because that's what I'm really wanting to show up. If you use the tip, you could wind up getting it on a little harder and more likely onto the actual plain part of the cardstock opposed to the embossed piece. So you could even leave it like that. Like, that's so pretty. But I'm going to try see what it looks like with the oh, not, did I call this Old Olive? It's not. The cardstock is Old Olive. This is Mossy Meadow. I might have called the pastel the wrong thing. So I do it on a piece of scrap paper just to clean up any mess. Okay, now another trick, I'm just going to do this, so you get rid of that dust. With your cotton is to push down, and it just pushes the pigment into the paper. Different from blending. When you blend, it's going to rub it. It's going to do a different thing. Sorry about the cat crying in the background. I don't know why she's doing that. So you can see the the difference, how this one's darker and this one's lighter. But I do like it showing up a little more, so I'm going to actually do that side again. So I don't know why the kitty's crying. She's sitting at the back door. We just came in from a walk. That's right, I walk the cats. And my guess is the walk wasn't enough. She wants more. I don't know. And I'm not going to go over everything, just to leave some of the light stuff highlighted. There we go. I'm just going to push down on it. So it's the kind of thing where you could play with it until eternity, but at some point you have to stop. You'll run out of time, or you're gonna have to eat or something. So I definitely like it on the lighter cardstock better. This one doesn't show up quite as well, but it's just to give you an idea here of some of the things you can do with the pastels. I'm going to do a couple more videos with this too, just to show you the versatility, because I think they're, now that I've discovered what more I can do with them, I think they're really fun. Thanks so much.